It hasn't started yet.
It's starting now. You feeling okay?
Not anymore. I'm doomed. All right. This is Dev Pilots Radio, where we challenge us all to push our limits and learn new things. Follow us as we create a game from start to finish, detailing how we accomplish each distinct development task. Contact us at contact@devpirates.com. I'm Matt, and with me as always is Pete.
Hi, I'm Pete.
So today your challenge, or the last few month, I guess, was to make an object move.
Sure sounds simple, doesn't it? You can stop that.
Yep. Well, I mean, in programming, just saying something always sounds simple.
Well, this one is actually really simple.
Well, I think that's because we're using a game engine that's already pre-developed.
Yeah,
so
they make moving around pretty simple.
Yeah. So we're just kind of just plugging into their most basic functionality.
Yeah. Let me do. Should I go over it real quick?
Yep.
All right. So, in order for the engine to know exactly what key mappings you're going to use, you need to go. So we're going specifically Unreal Engine here. You're going to have to figure it out if you're talking about a different engine. In Unreal, though, when you've got the main, you've already got a project set up and all that jazz. You go into Settings, Project Settings. Under Engine, you'll see Input, and then you'll see two things right here in Bindings. For us, we needed. Well, we might need, I believe we're going to have a jump in this game, as well as a move forward and a move right.
Correct.
Now, you can see right here, this axis mapping is just for move forward, but we just invert the scale there, and boom, it's moved backward. But when we call it in the event, it'll still be move forward. We just apply it backwards. Okay.
There's a very good reason.
So
for this
anyway,
too. The reason
right,
is
you don't want to do it separate.
Well, I mean, the reason for this is for move forward. You can put in one axis on the joystick, and it will work for both moving forward and moving backwards. Because when you push down, it's going to give you a negative number. When you push up, it's going to give you a positive number on the joystick. And so, doing it this way with just move forward and move right handles both axes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the reason why it's done this way. Yeah, exercise the demons.
See, if you exercise your demons, they just get stronger. But if you exorcise them, then they have to leave. Okay, so this is just a simple WASD setup. So after that, you go into Chubadoop, characters, main character. I did it in blueprints. I'm not sure if you can do it all in code. I know that blueprints are pretty much required. Now this right here is the default movement handler for Unreal. I copied it because why not? So you just get the control rotation, break the rotator, make a rotator. So that just starts it over essentially on the Z-axis specifically. And that says move forward. This is move right. And this right here is where the +1 or -1 comes in, is on these axis values. So,
and if, for instance, you wanted to make your character have like a dash, you would have like the dash be the full value of 1 and a walk be like half that value.
Absolutely.
Okay. That's how I would do dashing and walking.
Make 1 the fullest possible speed?
Yes. And then you can adjust the fullest possible speed on the blueprint for the character.
Yeah.
It's called a max walk speed or something like that. I believe it's on the character movement. Under your components, the character movement.
That would make sense.
Not that one. The character
Yeah,
movement.
there you go.
The very, very bottom.
You serious?
Yeah.
Max acceleration. There you go. All right. So anyway, there you go. That's the simple. Oh, and there's a built-in function for jump.
Which is also under the character movement. You can limit that.
Yeah. If you wanted to, you could say, over here, you can say new function. Well, I guess you could create the function over here. Anyway, so you can create a function that will essentially launch somebody if you need a special one, or to do a double jump, which may be something we actually end up doing in here.
Not for this game, I don't think. Because this is like a top-down game,
okay.
So double jumping is not exactly... I'm not against it, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen. I mean, it's definitely not.
I have done it in other prototypes.
Yeah, well, for side scrollers, it's amazing, even for like 3D. But for top down, it's just I don't think that there's too much use for it. I suppose there was one in Legend of Zelda, the first Game Boy one, Link's Awakening.
Yeah.
Because you had that cape where I guess it wasn't really too much of a double jump. It was just kind of like a really long jump.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what it looks like over here when we play. Hold on. I need to set the debug object. Oh, I want to be able to see these. Oh well. Debug object. There you go. Main car. So now when we do stuff, you can see it over here.
Oh, that is a very good way to debug blueprints. It's very beautiful.
Yeah. So, when we're actually putting in input, it'll show you. And then when you jump, you'll see the highlighting happening on the jump, and then stop jumping is when I let go of the space button.
There's also some cool variables that you can use. There's a function called isJumping, I think. That's just based off of the same movement object. And what that will do is allow you to create, like if you wanted to manage your animations that are going on, you would just check your isJumping to determine which kind of animations, whether it's going to be, and then you just check like your velocity. If Z is plus, then you're jumping up, or otherwise you're falling down.
Right. I think you might have to create your own enum for that.
I don't think so. There's a function called isJumping, and then you just have to check the velocity.
Maybe. I didn't see it. Anyway, could be.
There is. I have it on.
I'm not saying there isn't. But yeah. So there you go. That's our moving around. Hey.
Yay. All right. So our next development tasks. Yours is a HUD, like Hudson Hawk. So you need to create a movie with Bruce Willis where they sing songs a lot.
Holy crap, Matt. I think that I didn't record the video of me exhibiting this. So hold on one second. So moving around. I left it clicked on your face.
Oh.
So you select the debug object over here in the blueprints, and you can move around. Guys, we're totally professionals here. Okay. So you can see the blueprints highlighting, and they're constantly receiving access input. That's why those things are saying staying orange. Because even when you're not doing anything, they're still just sending 0. So
Well, this is a beautiful way. I love these blueprints debugging things because they help you see what's going wrong with the blueprints, and it's really useful when you get to complicated blueprints. Try to keep your blueprints as simple as possible, but sometimes you have to get complicated.
Yes. As with most things, don't ever get more complicated than you need to be.
And once you get it working, try to simplify it at least a little bit. Don't try to go all overboard into optimization just yet.
Right. And what I do is, if I run into something, even if it's not going to be reused, if it takes up too much space on a single thing, if I can compartmentalize it into one single function, I'll toss it in a function. Even if it's only going to be used once, just because that way I can narrow in and debug the one thing.
Yeah, it makes sense. All right, so for your challenge,
Yes.
dev task, you're
Dev task.
making a HUD. And per our design document, that HUD consists of a health bar, an adrenaline bar, and a money something. Probably just like a cash symbol with a number next to it to show how much money's you got. I don't know what the currency is going to be in the game. Probably gold. That's pretty standard, right?
Okay. Then maybe I'll go with a G then.
Or just like gold coins. I guess I can make you an icon of gold coins real quick. And a health icon and an adrenaline icon. I don't know what to do for adrenaline.
Yeah, I don't know. So what are you going to do?
My thing is I need to do a sprite for standing, sprite animations for standing, and I would say jogging, because I think our character is just going to be jogging the whole time in all 8 directions. So that's 2 complete sets of sprites with little animations in 8 directions.
That's a lot.
Because our style, I think that we're going forward with for this game is going to be, it's not going to be 16-bit, but it's going to be pixel art reminiscent of 16-bit era. Because they're going to be much bigger than the 16-bit sprites. I think I am going to shoot for like 32 by 64.
Okay.
Except for we will have really big sprites too, but I think the main character and most of the characters can be like 32 by 64.
Okay. Cool.
I haven't decided. I've been trying to think about how I'm going to do for the terrain how I'm going to do the art for that. So I'm still working on that, but we have a while before we do that. That'll probably be one of the next challenges.
Okay. We should probably do a lot of things that can be randomly generated. Do you think?
I don't know about randomly generated. We can randomly generate and then just put it in. I don't know if we want to do random generation inside the game.
Right. Not constantly randomly generating, but like for creating our levels, we can do randomly generated stuff, like say patches of grass or something.
Yeah, possibly. I want it to still look like a 16-bit-ish style or pixel art style.
Okay.
So I don't want to use I'm not sure. Maybe the foliage engine can do that. I'm not sure, but.
Okay. I just wanted to give you one of the ideas of a function that I made just because it was cluttering up my event graph. This is my event graph, which is this is a box, and we're dealing with pushing it. And this is a function just trying to find which side it's being pushed from. So as you can see, now it's just this little box right there. But right here, it's a monster.
Well, the other thing about that kind of compartmentalization is if you find a better way of doing this, or if you need to make adjustments to it, you can just do it here.
Right. And I can even just make it hot swappable. So I could be like, oh, I'll try this one, see if that one works better, and then just type it in.
Yeah.
So
anyway, what is our list of things? Our projects. So we took about a month off, I think.
Yeah, we did.
I guess technically we took 2 weeks off.
Yeah,
There was
essentially.
a month between this one and our last one.
Yeah, but it was only like a week off.
All right, so we need to insert one left. And it is the 18th. So for this week, I guess we're putting Gears of Fate on hold. Dev Pirates, you worked on that. You made the guy
Definitely.
move around. I'd also consider that as part of the Endangered Kingdoms. I didn't do like any work on Endangered Kingdoms this last week.
Right, and I will have a tutorial up for the movement if you think that's necessary.
Just a quick blog thing covering the highlights of it.
Okay.
Basically, you do the inputs on that thing, and then you tie them into the blueprints.
Mm-hmm.
So it shouldn't be that big of a thing, especially since you can just link to the Unreal Engine version of it.
Right.
I would like to do this tutorial-ish, so you kind of describe how you got it to work.
Mm-hmm.
And
as though we were coming from scratch. Yeah.
Yeah, because we kind of are coming from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
And we are sometimes looking at other people's stuff. Let's see, so this next week, we need to work on our tutorials for the next time, or our dev tests for next time, and document them. All right, unify lists. I did not work on those. I should. I'm still planning on working on those. Danger Kingdoms, we're both going to be working on those. Okay, Ride. I did work on Ride. I'm working on the cutscenes for Zone 3. So the 3 levels, so it's 6 cutscenes altogether.
Nice. Once you're done with all of the scripting, I'll get the audio done for you.
Yeah,
doing it
I
all
got
in
one more
one
zone.
shot.
I have one more zone to do.
Okay. And if I do it all in one shot, I feel like it'll be more consistent.
Yeah, you'd have to go back and listen to how you did that last time before you start again. Yeah. All right, so I will be continuing to work on the ride. I'm gonna try and get that done as fast as possible. Podcast site, I still want to work on that. I didn't. Zombie King, I still want to work on that.
Okay.
We didn't last week. Bloodbath, we were going to work on that, but we didn't.
Yes.
For this week. I guess that's it. For now. That gets us all caught up.
Cool. I'm going to stop broadcasting.